Hello, Hare Krishna, everyone. This is Gangadas, your host for today, and we are in MayapurTV, beautiful studio. Today is very hot here in Mayapur. We have a very old friend of mine from Chennai, Mr. T.K.V. Rajan, who is a famous archaeologist. Mr. T.K.V. Rajan is the famous director of Indian Science Monitor and also Asia Foundation Archaeological Research. He's the author of 5 books, and he produced many TV serials, including In Search of Sarada Civilization and Kashmir, Crown of India. So welcome, Mr. Rajan. You are a spiritualist who follow a certain direction to enlighten people about Lord Krishna, but from the archaeological point of view. So this is a great and difficult task, I would say, because somebody like us, we become devotee and we have faith in our heart. When we meet other devotee, we start practicing spiritual life. I've been lucky and fortunate to associate with people like you and many devotees. So, Mr. Rajan, I am very happy to have you with us today and very, very fortunate. So please tell us a little bit about your family upbringing.
First of all, let me thank this TV and Mr. Gangadas Prabhu, respected, for giving me great opportunity to be here and talk about you. The whole podcast is about archaeological investigation of Mahabharata and Lord Krishna. We like to call ourselves as a spiritual archaeologist, searching to find out the truth when Mahabharata took place and how Krishna's pastimes are real in most cases. I believe that Mahabharata is a DNA of India. So Krishna is the father of fathers. So we should know more about him, how he lived as a human being, as a Avadara. So this podcast is very, very important. From the very beginning, my father, we're all from the Orthodox Brahmin community, but still we believe in civic nationalism. That means we give respect to all the religions and we follow our tradition very meticulously. In the same time, we give respect to all the religions. For example, in the age of 10 or something, my mother took me to a movie called 10 Commandments. It was screened in Odeon Theatre in Chennai. So my mother was the only one who was wearing a traditional Brahmin sari and took me to the theatre. I asked my mother long time after, why did it? He said, my teacher at that time was one Anthony Das, who used to come to my house. He recommended me to go to that particular movie called 10 Commandments. Why I'm telling you this, our group is like that, we strictly follow a tradition, same time we give respect to all the religions. So we used to visit a 1,000 years old mosque in Trichy. I used to go there. So now, on that base, I started working on research on so many things given by my father, who gave me the freedom of knowing all the religion.
If your father and mother were open-minded, this give you access to different knowledge from different point of view.
Sure, definitely.
Because sometimes Orthodox Brahmin, they're like, everybody else is not good, we are the only good people. Am I correct?
Yeah, sure. My sister was employed in a Christian school, and she used to come with some of the stories of that one. So we used to listen from her. Same time, she's an Orthodox Hindu, like so. So that way, my thing is grown up. When I did my graduation at Loyola College in Chennai, I used to mix up with the fathers, Jesuit fathers, so freely. Believe me, Gangadas Prabhuji, I printed one saying from Bhagavad Gita, Yomam Pashyati, I think chapter 6. He who sees me everywhere, sees everything in me. I never lost him, nor he lost me. I printed it and sold it to few paisas in Loyola College, including my Christian fathers. They said, they are very happy. That time there was no, they don't even say it's against the law or something.
No, of course.
Everybody. Same time, I learned Christianity, basic tenets from Father James. That gave me a chance of organizing an exhibition in Chennai 2011, Christ and Krishna, Archaeological Journey. So my family gave me a lot of freedom to meet anybody, discuss anybody. Same time, they're very strict in following the rituals, which I did, which I am doing it now. That way, this gave me freedom of thinking. That way, in search of Krishna, this is actually substratum. This is a foundation which I gave. So I'm thanking for my family who encouraged me so much. When I'm doing an exhibition on Christ and Krishna, my daughter said, "I'll give you donation for that." Come on, don't spend your own money. So that way, I'm very happy with my family who gave me such a freedom of thinking and practicing all the faith,
Nice.
but not losing your tradition. Okay.
What about your brother, sister?
My brother, again, I told you, he's a follower of all the religions. My sister, everybody is like that. They're all very traditional people. My brother was a professor, retired professor of physics. And my father was an auditor, science is auditing the stuff. And so we mixed with all the religious people at home. And we used to go to the Christian's house for celebrating Christmas. So that way it's working very well. When I was a resident of Westmambalam in Chennai, we organized, my wife and myself, 4 Radayatras of Krishna. So
Nice.
everything is that way. I'm grown up with Krishna consciousness. Then I met you in 1980s. I still,
Yes.
that time I used to cycle
to Kilpa Garden.
Tree
Road.
Park Garden for the Mangalarti at 3:45-4.
Correct.
And then I was eagerly waiting for the prasadam. Don't
Yes.
forget about that. And Prabhupada was so wise enough to attract people through prasadam. That's a very good idea.
Very good.
Prasadam mixed with spiritual favor. So whenever I used to meet you, indirectly ask you, shall I wait for prasadam? You said you wait. It's a wonderful time. I learned so much from ISKCON temple there, from you. And then we celebrated Radhayatra. Then I printed some color posters for you.
Yes.
And that was wonderful.
You were very helpful always and very positive and very nice time we spent together.
And also I learned from Banuswami some 40 years ago. By chance, he gave me a Bhagavatam book. He asked me to recite few lines. And then put the Bhagavatam book on the floor. He said, "Don't put it. Don't put it on the floor. You're not supposed to do that."
Yeah.
He was furious.
Yes.
I could see his face. That's exactly the bhakti.
Correct.
He doesn't care who I am. Then I immediately said, yes, from that onwards, I started giving respect to
the Bhagavatam and the
Bhagavatam
books,
so much.
Shastra.
So 2000 years ago, there was an inscription found in Vrindavan temple, Madan Mohan temple. One person has donated this place saying, "I am donating this place for Bhagavata Saptakam." For the past 2000 years, people have been practicing Bhagavatam. This is the archaeological proof. You got it, right? Okay.
Beautiful. But let me ask Mr. Rajan, what inspired you as a child to take this path of archaeology? Because archaeology is a very tedious work, because you have to go and excavate in some place and find some remains, some utensils. Sometimes we find bones, sometimes we find plate, sometimes we find gold, and many things. So what inspired you in your childhood to take this path of archaeology?
Well,
each one is inspiring his art to do certain,
Sure.
according to nature, I
So
believe.
I asked the same question to some leading archaeologists, because I didn't know why I inspired. They said it's all karma.
It's true.
Past karma.
It's true.
I found it is true.
It's true.
At least 80%. At least 20% they took this just for making some professional, avocation, like a superintending archaeologist. You're giving a good salary because I have no other job. Only 20%. 80%, they love the past. So this gave me an inspiration to take this one. I did my post-graduation in archaeology in University of Madras. Then I studied anthropology under Professor Pauline Kolenda of University of Rice. When she came to India, I studied anthropology, social anthropology. Then I was a research assistant in Jawaharlal Nehru University for 3 years. And that's why the archaeology has become a part of my life.
Nice. But what is the state of today archaeology in India? Because we find that A few years ago, somebody went, for example, in Dwarka, and they went deep into the ocean. They found palaces of Krishna. So there's some archaeology, more work to be done. But what is the state of today archaeology?
Archaeology has become very, very popular in India, thanks to the media. And I tell you how Mahabharata and Krishna research became popular thanks to emergency proclaimed by Indira Gandhi in 1975 to 77, I think so. That time the whole India was controlled by government.
Yes.
No news item can be published without government permission. So what do you call they call stop press. At 12 o'clock in the night, they were all waiting for some news to be sanctioned by the government. But they have to fill up some gaps. That time, one person called D.C. Sarkar, who is a epigraphist of Archaeological Survey of India, he gave a news to you and I, Mahabharata is a fake. Mahabharata is fake. It's only total imagination. Huh? Do you expect that 45 lakhs people participated in Mahabharata war? It's all it's a fake. That news appeared because they have no other news.
No other news.
Then it caught fire. Then spiritual archaeologists came. That time I was a student. So they started, no, Mahabharata really took place. Krishna is real. Then they started giving rejoinder. This was published, I think more than 200 publications during the emergency. I'm thanking Indira Gandhi for implementing emergency, though others didn't like it. Blessing in disguise.
Correct.
Mahabharata and Krishna became very, very popular in India. After that, and a lot of excavation taking place in Bhagavatam, very clearly in Mahabharata also. Krishna said that I have chosen that place. It was already occupied by other king, Yadava king. It's already established one. So he requests them to evacuate in that way. Now, archaeologists are able to identify a site in Gulf of Cambay dated to 12,000 years old. Okay, so Krishna is right. There was some civilization was there in Dwaraka. There's a distance between Gulf of Cambay and Dwaraka, 250 kilometers. Okay, then S.R. Rao excavated Dwaraka, marine archaeology. We must have visited Dwaraka several times.
Yes.
Samudra Narayana temple was rebuilt for 7 times, thanks to the tsunami and other things. And Bhagavatam very clearly said, when the last days of Lord Krishna's Leela on the earth, he said, Dwaraka is going to be submerged. So he bring Arjuna to rescue people. That we have in Bhagavatam, in Mahabharata, also Vishnu Purana.
Yes.
So taking this cue from Vishnu Purana, Dr. Rao excavated Dwaraka and also marine archaeology. He was able to find out huge structural remains under the water. That was a peripheral research. He was not given enough money. When RTI, you know what is RTI means, Right of Information Act. We found that he was paid only few lakhs rupees. Then he borrowed from so many, he got so much sponsorship. He did 2 times. Then he sent a report to the government stating that this is a very, very vital site to know more about Lord Krishna. So let us excavate them. Then he sent the information to the government. That time BJP was ruling in 2002. Murali Manohar Joshi was the cultural minister. He got excited. He said, we discovered Krishna. So he sent a universal press conference, including Washington Post, New York Times, all came
everywhere
to watch Sri Krishna. Then he showed the book report by S.R. Rao. Here the place of Dwaraka. Dwaraka is a well-known place. It has been in the field of spirituality. So we found Krishna. Everything is went on. After 1 week, there's a rejoinder from Irfan Habib of Aligarh University and Romila Thapar, my professor, right? I think she said, where is Krishna? There's no evidence. Simply you come as few pottery pieces say this Krishna is there. TL dating of thermoluminescence dating of Dwaraka is 1700 BC. That means you have to another 3,700 years ago it was there. Unfortunately, what government should not have done is they should have excavated further and brought out the final. So when I met S.R. Rao during the last days of his life, he was crying. He's a pure Vaishnava. I said, there is a lot of scope is there. In Israel, more than 300 sites have been excavated on New Testament and Old Testament and Jesus Christ. Whereas in India, we excavated only 25 sites on Mahabharata.
It's nothing.
And also, according to the archaeological law, a site should be excavated more than 4 times minimum to know the result. If you don't get something, you excavate other side. Extend it. It's called extended excavation. Whereas in India, payment is not given. Okay, that money is given to you. That's all. You keep quiet. It's all over.
So it's off job.
Yeah.
But now with this new technology, they have this radar machine which can
Sure.
go deep into the. For example, I saw one small video which said that under Jagannath Temple in Puri, they found out foundation of another city underground, or many other places. Now they have these drones, and with the drones they can photograph and go deep inside, like few hundred meters, I believe so. So with this new technology, maybe it's not so expensive, and maybe it's not so much to excavate the earth, but we can actually procure information very scientifically.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Now we have all the equipments.
We have the equipment, the knowledge,
But
the technology.
the attitude to go further. That's the thing.
I think this research work should be done by independent group from the government, like you say.
No, it's
there's
not
so much
possible in
influence.
India. In Italy,
They don't give you. They don't
in
give
Italy,
you.
your
yeah,
place, it's possible for a private excavation. In
Yes.
India, it's not possible.
Not possible
I can't do personally in excavation legally.
unless the government give you permission.
Permission. They have to give permission. They will send somebody to supervise me
To
whether I'm doing.
witness.
It's good because
Yeah, otherwise
it's
they
a
steal
national
everything.
property. It's a national property. We should be handled very
Naturally.
carefully. We should not
Naturally.
destroy the evidence. That's fine.
Of course.
Even Dwaraka, many foreign agencies are interested to, but government said no. There is a reason for that. I understand. It's international water, so they don't want to involve a foreign one. But unfortunately, in Ramayana, it's very difficult to date.
It's more.
Yes,
It's
I think
different
we
yuga.
discussed earlier about it.
Yes,
It's,
yes.
Ramayana took place in Treta Yuga, so some 18 lakhs years ago. Whereas Mahabharata took place on the
5,000 years ago.
yeah, that is actually end of Dwapara and also the beginning of Kali Yuga. So we know the date of Kali Yuga based on almanac. So the dating of Mahabharata is very important. It's within 5,000 years. So what I'm requesting, probably you can also help us. We'll send a letter to respected Prime Minister, request him to urge him to. Already we have identified some 150 sites associated with Mahabharata. So we can choose the best and excavate continuously. So we may, it should bring a very good result.
But for example, I want to ask you, how many people will be there in your team to excavate this 150 place? Is there a lot of young people in archaeology or not? There is a university and there is a training.
Yeah.
How many people every year graduate from university and become archaeologists?
Very few.
Very few.
In India, why archaeology has not taken a profession? Mainly because it doesn't give you money.
Means
There is
you
no
cannot
scope.
survive. You
There
cannot
is no
live.
scope for that. Suppose if it is a post-graduation and PhD in archaeology, he has to go as a lecturer. Again, there's a problem. In Tamil Nadu, they don't say that archaeology is part of history. You have to study history, MA, history, PhD, then only we'll give a job. So if somebody is a doctorate or MA in archaeology, he has to join only as a curator or a tourism. But in India, we have a separate tourism also.
Yes.
So that's why many people, they're not
encouraged
opting to become archaeologists, mainly because though it is fascination. Whenever I give a lecture, people say, "Oh, you are an archaeologist." But he said, "Do you like your children to become archaeologists?" No. They don't. I want my children to become more rich.
Of course.
Yes. So in US, not in Europe, it's totally different because there are a lot of private museums in France. So,
but for example, in India, is there a big museum where all these artifacts are being stored?
Sure.
There are.
National Museum in Delhi, one of the best in the world. In Calcutta, you have a wonderful museum. We have wonderful
I've
museums.
seen the
In
museum
Chennai,
Calcutta.
wonderful museum.
Nice. I saw the museum in London, and they have so many murti from India, so many artifacts from India, so many things, because they were in India for a long time, for 200 years. So they bought a lot of things.
In my PowerPoint presentation, there is one terracotta figure from a Gupta period, 1,500 years ago, manufactured in India. It It is about how Lord Krishna is killing K.C.,
Mm.
the demon. It is one of the best in the world. It was certified #1 terracotta fine art figures ever produced. I think 1988, it got the #1 in the world. I showed the picture to the people. Now they are all fascinated. You could really see the feeling of Krishna and what you call the torture of agony of KC, all reflected uh, in a terracotta is very difficult. So the technology and was so good in the time. So somebody asked me, where can I see it? I told him that is in Mumbai. I said, you have to spend a lot of money. You have to book a ticket to New York. From New York, if you get down there, you have to spend another $60 to go to the New York Museum. Again, you have to pay another $30 to see. You can see this one beautifully decorated in second floor. So most of the artifacts have been smuggled.
Out. Yes,
but I'm happy one way, it is well preserved in America or Europe.
That's
I mean, it's not. What I'm saying is not good, and many people will say that not that we should get it back, provided we give them respect and
we maintain them nicely.
Yeah,
also.
See in Cambodia, there's a place where Ramayana and Mahabharata.
Yes, it's very popular.
Took a very pivotal role. A lot of sculptures were smuggled from Cambodia to US. So Cambodian government insist the US government return back. So they return back lifestyle figures of Duryodhana and Bhima recently. Believe it, the Prime Minister of Cambodia came and garlanded and put tilak. Imagine. They give respect.
They're very proud of
Very proud of it.
Yes. Because that was part of India. This Angkor Wat.
Yes.
And many other temples I visited around Angkor Wat area, which was very successful civilization at the time, because they had agriculture, they had passages, roads, markets.
Yes.
So this was part of this temple. Angkor Wat was one of the temples which was dedicated to Lord Vishnu.
Yes.
Now they remove Lord Vishnu, they put
Buddha. Yes.
But it's beautifully carved, and we cannot imagine who is the architect even to design such a temple is very mind-boggling. Like in South India, if you go and see Sri Rangam Temple, for example, it has 7 different walls, 7 different roads, and so many temples inside. So, and of course, we know the history is many kings participating. Ramanujacharya himself was involved in maintaining the temple, Jamunacharya, and so on. So many kings, many famous spiritual people, promoted the culture for the well-being of all
definitely.
people.
One of the biggest temples we have in India, right? Now, see, the point is that what I'm trying to say that, for example, on the eve of Kurukshetra war, Balarama didn't want to participate. He believed that, neutrality was the best. So he told Krishna, look, I'm going for the Tirtha Yatra alongside of the river Saraswati. Now, Saraswati has been resurrected thanks to the modern scientific tools, remote sensing and other things. Now we are able to identify the locations where Balarama visited some 5,000 years ago. He retained the same name.
Yes.
So we prepared, Dr. Kalyan Raman in Chennai, he prepared a map. Even today, you and I can go visit and touch the place where Balarama traveled some 5,000
Actually,
years
I
ago.
went there. It's written, this is the last village of India.
Oh, I see.
And there was a boulder. The Saraswati River was flowing. And there was Vyasadeva Gua, where he wrote the scriptures. And this boulder was thrown by Bhima to allow the other Pandavas and the lady to cross, because there was.
Nice.
It's there. It's there.
Blessed,
You
really
can
blessed.
see. It's a beautiful place. And there's a small temple down. So all these places are historical. And I think Indian people, they have no qualm of believing that Krishna was there, Balaram was there, and like here we have a place called Mayamari. Balaram came here and there was a demon, and all the people came and complained. And Balaram killed this demon. He's on the bank of the Jalangi. And there's a small temple called Mayamari. and we can see it. It's a beautiful place,
Mm.
small temple. So Balaram and Krishna, they were real people, and I think Indian people, they have no disbelief that, oh, we don't have the stone. Of course, this 5,000 years ago,
Oh, sure.
they have faith, Shraddha. This faith
Shraddha,
is
yes.
inbuilt in the
Yes.
Indian people, and the culture they have grown up with so many temples, so many historical places. It's not they don't believe.
Oh, my God. Yes, when you said Shraddha, I used to tell my people in speeches, in a ISKCON, before the prasadam was given, Pujari, uh, keep the prasadam inside, close it, sitting patiently, waiting for Krishna to eat. I could
Yes.
see the feeling on his face. It's a Shraddha.
Yes.
It is not
Of
like,
course.
showing
It's
the.
not mechanical.
One second. Okay. Second. Same prasadam for 25 deities. Ting, ting, they're doing it,
Yeah.
within 5 minutes, everything is over. That dedication is amazing in ISKCON. Amazing. That
We have been
dedication.
trained by Srila Prabhupada, the previous Acharya,
Amazing.
to invest in our activity love. My father used to tell me, son, never go and eat in any restaurant. It's not good. What your mother cook, she put a special spice.
Sure.
And what you taste what she cook is delicious.
Mhm.
Then I asked my father, what is the spice? Is oregano? Is basil? Is what? He said, no. Your mother cook with love. And that
Oh.
is the spice you want.
Sure.
So similarly, we may perform many rituals externally, but Srila Prabhupada told us, apart from the external rituals, we have to invest and do things with our heart, with love. Because Krishna is sitting in our heart. He knows our motivation. He knows our devotion. He knows our desire. So according to our desire, we can please Krishna. And Krishna said very simple in Bhagavad Gita, everybody can please me. Patram pushpam palantoyam
Yes.
yo me bhakta
Sure.
prayachati. Anybody who offer me little water, one leaf, some flower, some fruit, I will accept. So any poor man can take one flower from the road and offer to the Lord.
Oh.
So
Yes.
this is what we have been trained, that if we do things, we should do it with love. And this is on a daily, moment by moment, hour by hour, day by day, month by month, year by year. So this is our training. Because then only we can feel the reciprocation with Krishna.
Oh,
Am I
fantastic.
correct?
You are right. Now, that related to me, we used to celebrate Krishna Janmashtami, especially in Tamil Nadu. It's a very popular one. In those days, I'm talking some 30 years ago, my people at home, they used to prepare in advance. They will buy the flour. When they're actually sowing it, they will always say Krishna, Hare Krishna, Klim Krishnaya, Govindaya, Gobijana Vallabhaya, all this.
So,
When they actually preparing the food, they pray Krishna.
of course.
So because, the bhakti should enter into that prasadam. That's a function. What is happening now? The scenario is totally different. Today is Krishna Janmashtami. Wife at home rings up husband in the office. Husband picks up. Yes, what do you want? Today is a Janmashtami. You go and buy from the shop some what do you call that,
Sweet.
butter, sweet. Don't miss that particular sweet. It's very, very tasty for her, not for Krishna. Then this guy said, no, you are telling over the last. Okay, I'll buy it. He will send his secretary, go and buy everything. Look, totally transformed. Some 30 years ago, not only my family,
They do
most of the
themselves.
Brahmin
They
family,
cook
they
themselves.
they took so much interest and devotion in that, preparing it. Prabhu, there's one more thing. How archaeology helps to destroy the myth. During 19th century, there was some sort of a school of thought came from Bengal. Bengal was the renaissance of India's literature. They said that whole life of Krishna is evolved from Jesus Christ's life. Okay, because there are a lot of parallels between early life Krishna and Jesus. So many Bengali Babus believed it and started writing a book that's stating that, the whole Bhagavatam, Krishna's life evolved from Jesus' life. So they wrote a book. That time, there is a one discovery of archaeological proof destroyed this myth. What is that? Is Besnagar inscription near Gwalior that was installed by a Greek devotee of Lord Krishna, his ambassador, who visited Besnagar, erected a Garuda pillar, and he said, I am a follower of Lord Krishna, I am a Bhagavata. Earliest foreigner who converted himself as a Bhagavata 1000 years ago in Besnagar in Madhya Pradesh. The date of that Besnagar is 175 BCE, before Christ. Obviously, the whole myth is gone.
Busy, yeah.
It's simply
Of
gone.
course.
So that way, how archaeology helps to destroy the myth is one of the reasons. I'm just forgot. Thank you very much.
Also, Srila Prabhupada said this name, Krishna and Christos,
Yeah.
this is connected.
Yeah.
You know, Christos is coming from Krishna. Because in some place in India, they say Krishna.
Yeah.
You know, they pronounce it like that. So this name Christos is coming from Krishna, actually, you know. And of course, God is one. And
Sure.
those who serve the Lord in different time and different place, they're trying to inspire people to become devotee of the Lord and give their love.
What is the problem in Indian archaeology of synchronizing the archaeological artifact to Mahabharata? So we discussed earlier that Mahabharata took place 5,000 years ago.
Yes.
Based on the astronomical evidences of Mahabharata, Dr. Narahari Achar of University of Memphis, USA, is no more. He actually used NASA's planetarium software. He's able to identify exactly the dates of the events of Mahabharata. That is dated some 5,000 years ago. But archaeologically, we are not able to tally with the traditional date, mainly because we have not done enough research. That's the only thing I want to convey the people who are watching this one. Why we are not able to, fix the date of Mahabharata based on archaeology means we have not excavated enough sites. That's the only reason. There are hundreds of sites.
For example, I want to ask you, why nobody excavate in Kurukshetra? It's a big field, it's a big
excavation
place.
took place.
Some excavation took
Very
place.
small.
Very small, that's what I'm saying. Because it's a huge place. And I'm sure if we excavate, 50 meter, 100 meter, we'll find something. Because there were left so many weapons, so many people died there, And
I want to clarify this point,
please.
In India, all over the world, excavation takes place till we reach the natural soil. Below
natural soil?
That means before that, after that...
What is natural soil?
That means you reach the soil. After that, there is no habitation. Then geological formation. So we are doing it.
How deep is that?
Depends on the place.
I guess.
Sometimes you get it for 10 feet, sometimes 40 feet, sometimes 60 feet, whatever. In Kurukshetra, the archaeologists touched the natural soil, but they didn't get any evidence of Kurukshetra war. But Alexandria, a scholar from Netherlands, she came, she visited Bir Panjal near Kashmir. She found thousands of metallic objects are on the surface. She said, this is a place where Mahabharata war took place. Kurukshetra is only a focal point. The expansion of Kurukshetra war is something 200 kilometers wide. Big. So that research has not been carried further. That's the reason. Second is, I myself used Geiger Muller counter to measure the radioactive elements in Kurukshetra artifacts with the help of scientists from atomic energy.
Yeah, there is a measuring Geiger.
Yeah. We found in several places the radiation is higher than what usually, but we cannot conclude that radioactivity was exposed during the Astra's explosion. We cannot say right now because there is no evidence to prove that. When Oppenheimer quoted Bhagavad Gita, you know that,
Yes.
I am the destroyer, the world is quoting. That means he has something in his mind about Kurukshetra war.
Yes.
Which he has not exposed. Those days, 60s, America. So that's why, a lot of research to be done to know more about Krishna. Now, somebody is asking this question, why should we bother to search for Krishna? Is already in the heart. Why should we? Why do you spend so? I used to say that whenever we meet, whenever we see an object belongs to Krishna, we are very happy about it.
Of course.
In Sonk, in Mathura, 18 kilometers, Vrindavan, it was excavated by German professor Herdl Herter. We visited there as students of archaeology. He said he has actually excavated so many toys made of terracotta. He said this could have been used by Lord Krishna. No guarantee, but still this is a place where Krishna played his Leela.
Yes.
So feel it. Oh my God, we felt so happy. Oh, we are fortunate to touch that toy which could have been used by Lord Krishna. So, then he said one thing, boys, do not think your Puranas and Itigasas are fictitious. There's a truth behind it.
Yes.
You have to scan them, find out the truth, and further. This gave me a lot of confidence of doing this. I'm thanking the German professor who gave me a teaching of that, who gave me some sort of a lesson that I should. So my idea is to go on further investigating of Lord Krishna's research.
But for example, in Tamil Nadu, I've seen in Mahabalipuram, when there was a tsunami, the water received, and then they took photograph of the temple inside the water.
Yes.
The old temple is there. Because obviously we can understand that the water increased. Because when Lord Krishna left, he said all this will be covered by water. So whether in Tamil Nadu or in Dwarka, the water level increase of maybe 10 meter or 15 meter. So that when there was a tsunami, the scientists took photograph of that temple is there. So similarly, in Dwarka, there are 16,000 and plus houses, building which Krishna built for the queen.
Yes.
So they're all there. Also in Japan, they find out some structure under the water, which is man-made. They try to say, can be. No, there are staircase, there is big pillar, there is big.
Sure.
So
definitely.
all over the world, there are so many evidence of previous civilization. I don't know if you are aware about this civilization they call the Tartarian, which was before our civilization, which built so many big monuments and big things. And then now they remove it from the history book, they remove it from the map.
Yeah, sure, like that.
So many things that have been changed.
No, when you said about Mahabalipuram, we call it Mamallapuram.
Yeah, Mamallapuram.
Mahabalipuram. There is evidence of Radharani's sculpture. And identify one Srinivasan, well-known archaeologist and architecture, iconographist. So I'm doing a research on Radharani. There was a myth in South India and also North India. Only after Jayadeva's Ashtapadi, Radharani became popular, or
Yes.
Radharani was there. It's
Yes.
not fact. So archaeologically, inscription-wise, we have one inscription dated 2nd century AD. There's a mentioning of Radharani. So Radharani was so much old than what these historians are thinking. She's a Halhadini. Yes, she's a part of Krishna,
Internal
right?
potency of the Lord.
So this is, we are able to prove the historicity of Radharani. So archaeology is actually strengthening the bhakti.
Of course.
That's all I want to emphasize.
That's very, very important. It's very beautiful. So tell us now about your books. You wrote such a wonderful book.
In Search of
This
Krishna.
called In Search of Krishna, plus you wrote another 5 books.
Well,
So this book, In Search of Krishna, where you show actually archaeologically speaking, how different famous people, they found some inscription on the stone or old palm reed. Tell us a little bit about this, because this is a very important book. Is this available on Amazon?
it is now out of print, so I'm going to get it in the
No,
next
apart
month.
from print, you can make it into what do you call it?
Digital edition. and you can-
Digital edition, so people can download it.
That can be done.
And because I know Banu Maharaj has printed more than 200 books, and he put them all in Amazon and all available on soft copy, so people can download them and read them in
Sure.
there. So
Now,
this should be made also available along with
Sure,
your other
definitely.
books, because that's very important that people read those books. Tell us how you created this book, how you went
No,
about.
because this is a work of nearly some 10 years. My expedition in Braj Bhumi, and there is one interesting evidence I put that how the Radha Damodara temple was built. and Rupa Goswami wrote that, what do you call that, will. My God, it's absolutely incredible. Some 1565, Rupa Goswami wrote a will, how
Temple
he
should
bought
be
it.
managed.
Yeah, so that's wonderful. And also the Braj Bhumi is a lot of secrets. Prabhu, there are more than 2,000 temples are in Braj Bhumi about Krishna.
Yes,
All the temples have some historical records.
of course.
So my book is only 2 chapters about Braj Bhumi because I have to travel a lot again to do that. So in my book, I said that excavation took place in Hastinapur, Dwaraka, and the coins found in Afghanistan, in Al Kolam, 2 coins of Krishna and Balarama were discovered. That is 125 BCE. That's called near Kandahar. Kandahar is the
Kandahar
birthplace
is
of
in Afghanistan.
Kantari and Saguni.
I've been there.
Yes. So, and then excavation in Kurukshetra, and the pottery discovered in Mahabharata war, Mahabharata, nothing. All the information and resurrection of Saraswati River, all are mentioned in that book. But this book is only a beginning. So we have to find out the date of Krishna based on archaeology. Mean further we have to do a lot of excavations. That's why, if possible, those who are in Krishna consciousness, they can prepare a letter and send it to respected Prime Minister.
I think we should do that.
Yeah. And then request him to excavate sites continuously for 3 or 4 times at least, so that we'll get the definite evidence.
So we can forward this letter and
Sure.
make an appeal, because if Krishna wants, he can do magic.
Definitely.
We
yes.
are only a small tool in the hand of the perfect master.
Sure, definitely.
But our desire from our heart is pure. We want to discover Lord Krishna for people to understand that Krishna was real. And Krishna was a fantastic personality. You were telling about the quality of Krishna. Tell us about the quality of Krishna. Because Krishna is a all-complete personality. Sometimes he become angry for the washerman. He told, give me this cloth with Balaram. And the washerman said, no, I cannot give you this cloth because this is for the king. And he give one slap. Boom!
Yes.
One karate chop. And his head fall off.
Yeah.
So he was the first karateka. But he's very sweet with his devotees. You know, when some devotee, his wife was so surprised that Krishna come to his house, and this lady is peeling the banana, is giving to Krishna the peel, and she's throwing the banana. And Krishna is eating the peel, and the husband said, what are you doing? What are you doing? Krishna said, no, don't worry. She has given me with devotion. So we can see so many different aspects of his personality. Very intriguing, very mysterious, very shrewd, very courageous also, you know, and he has all these aspects of complete personality, supreme personality of Godhead.
Yes. You explained so well.
And he is in our heart. So in the first logo of the Vedanta Sutra, it say, Atato Brahma Jigyasa. Now you must inquire about the absolute truth. So when the jiva, the living entity, the soul, start to inquire about who is this person? How can I reconnect with him? How can I know more about him? Then the Lord inside the heart make himself available. He give perception to that soul that is real. And of course, through your discovery, through your archaeology, through so many things, we can confirm. But because we can have direct experience, for example, when we chant this mantra, which is in this Kali Yuga, the Maha Mantra is called, all the mantras are within this mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. By simply chanting this mantra, whether we are rich, poor, young, old, believing in this or not believing in this, whenever we try this, we can experience. Just like Prabhupada give example, if you want to know the taste of the mango, you have to cut it and put it in your mouth. You may have never tasted in people different country. Now, of course, everything available everywhere. But when I asked my sister many years ago, 20 years ago, have you ever tasted mango? She said, no, I never tasted. So when I went there again next year, I took a mango and I give it to her and she tasted it. So similarly, if you want to experience God, Krishna, then we chant this mantra, even if we don't believe it, and see what happens. And if we feel something is happening in our heart, if we feel our faith in the Lord increases, if we feel we can become more happy, then why not try?
Oh, good. Yes.
What is your take on
Yeah,
this?
but in Israel and Jerusalem, when the excavations taking place, the archaeologists used to pray Jesus, today give me more evidence.
Yes.
That's a faith.
Yes.
Whereas in India, the archaeologist himself is agnostic. He doesn't
They don't
know whether to
believe.
believe it or not. So
They don't believe in anything.
yes, that's so the belief is very, very, very important for this to find out.
Yes.
Now I see when you said the qualities of Krishna, I studied something about the Kurukshetra war. I consider it one of the highly recorded war diary ever produced. Talking about First World War, Second World War, we have a diary. Before that, there was no. Suppose if you know the fight between Iliad and Odyssey, there is no record. Whereas in Kurukshetra, you have a war diary, first
Yes.
day to 18th day,
Yes.
in which found everything is intact. So on the 14th day war, I put it the whole thing in a computer graphics. I found that, what Vyasa, the author of Mahabharata, was able to record everything perfectly. It cannot be an imagination. That's all I feel. But I could see even the astras were used only whenever it's necessary.
Yes.
It is not unintentionally
Of course.
done it like that.
Of course. That's
So,
true.
and especially I remember, I think 8th day of the war, the battle was very fierceful, and the arrows were, aimed at so fast, the whole place has become dark. It covered even sun.
So many arrows.
So the Krishna is asking
Arjuna,
Arjuna, are you living? Hey, where are you? Even I cannot see you. You see the fun, what a fun there, So I really enjoyed that. Krishna is so, and especially when he was handling Karna, he has become very serious about it.
Yes, because Karna say so many things. It looks like one of the heroes of the Mahabharata is Karna. Many people say, "Oh, I like Karna," but
My God, in Tamil Nadu,
in
thanks
Tamil
to
Nadu especially,
cinema, one acted by Shivaji Ganeshan, he acted as a Karna. Everybody believes that Karna is much more superior to Krishna.
Of course.
I used to break that myth several places, No. It's wrong.
Of course.
Krishna didn't give importance to Karna. Karna is not a good fellow.
Because he chose to side himself with Duryodhana.
Not only Prabhu, original Mahabharata says that after the game of dice was over, Pandavas were defeated. So Duryodhana's only intention to remove them immediately, because if Dhritarashtra's mind may change, so he said, let them get out. But only the Karna said, hey, you have not insulted Draupadi. She is laughed at you. He is the first fellow who instigated that. Krishna didn't forget.
Very demoniac.
Krishna was so, sweet and affectionate towards Draupadi. She doesn't tolerate that. So he said in the final day, look, Karna, don't talk about dharma. You have no dharma.
Because you instigate this.
In Tamil Nadu, he's a great, he's a fellow who gives everything to everybody.
Yeah, he's
Karna
a Brahmana.
is such a great fellow like that. My God.
Even Karunanidhi wrote many poems or many films or drama on Ramayana and Mahabharata also.
Yes.
So, yeah, people can perceive things in a different way. According to their faith, people perceive things in a different way. This is a crooked way of thinking.
Yes.
That this guy is a criminal, but he's the hero.
Yes.
Nowadays in Bollywood film, we see always this trait of... but, for example, some devotee asked Krishna, why you did not intervene when this game of dice was taking place? He said, I was sitting outside the door. Nobody ever consulted me. Nobody ever called me. If they would have called me to play the game of dice, there's no way this fellow can defeat me. But I
answer
was
that?
waiting.
May I
Please
answer that?
say.
Yes. Well, actually, the history is different.
Mm.
Krishna knew pretty well that it's going to happen.
Yes, of course.
That time, it took an opportunity to go to Dwaraka. Dwaraka was sieged by another Yadava. His name is, I forgot the name. So he was using one aircraft given by Shiva. Aircraft was so powerful, it started destroying Dwaraka.
Was Jarasandha?
Huh?
Was Jarasandha?
Not that
No.
Jarasandha. Salva.
Salva, yeah.
Salva was a devotee of Lord Shiva. Shiva
Shiva.
has one thing. He gives boom to anybody
Yeah.
who is praying for him. He said,
It's
you
called
give me an
Asutosh.
aircraft,
Very
you give
easily,
me an
please.
aircraft which cannot be destroyed by anybody. It's totally operated by the computer. Okay. So he went and then, so Krishna took the opportunity to go there. He knew well that it's going to happen.
But he
So
cannot
what
be-
happened after that? Somebody is asking Krishna, asked by somebody,
Why you're
why
not
you
there?
interfere? I don't know. That time I was very busy with my own people. I have to safeguard them. That's not true. He is my God. He's the
But because,
greatest strategist.
because it has to happen. The Mahabharata war
Yes.
has to happen.
Yes.
Because Krishna want to remove the burden of these kings who were corrupted. So it has to happen.
And one more thing, Dharmaputra was fond of gambling.
Yes.
So he doesn't want to involve Krishna. Krishna might say, don't do it,
Yeah.
So initially, there is another misnomer I like to clarify now. Original Mahabharata says, when the invitation was sent by the Kauravas to the Pandavas, come and play gambling, dice, all the brothers said, don't go. Dharmaputra said, no, it is Duryodhana is going to play with me. Duryodhana is an expert in gambling. I am an expert, he said. So I can win him very easily. They said, okay, fine. So they went. Initially, there was 2 seats. In between, there is a gambling board. One is Dharmaputra, other is Duryodhana, as it is. First game was Duryodhana was defeated very easily. After some few horses were given initially, it happens in any gambling.
Yes,
you start
yes,
with a
yes.
small money. Then Duryodhana said, okay, give me the water. I will hand over this to Saguni.
Saguni.
Then Dharmaputra is asking, no, you are not supposed to get up from the place once you already occupied by you. Then the rule says you should not do. Then Duryodhana said, Dharmaputra, have you read the 24A rule? Of course, there is no 24A, just I'm telling you. It says you can transfer the whole power to somebody else. So, helpless. So, Krishna said, before you sign your document, you should read everything.
Correct.
Many of my friends got fooled because, my friend has started a company. I signed it, everything, without knowing what is there. After 4 years, they found that friend is cheating him. So, I used to tell him, you follow the rules of Krishna. You should read everything, sign it, then money
Correct.
should come.
Correct.
So, this is when somebody reads the Mahabharata original, you will see the result. This is a problem in India. Most of the stories, including North Indian TV serials, they're all concocted by the later authors, not the original one. Origin is available in Amazon. It is done by the Bhandarkar Research Institute. They struggled for 40 years. They brought out the critical edition of Mahabharata. That gives the full detail. So one should read that. It's available. Then only we know what is Mahabharata, not based on TV
Some
series.
speculation.
Especially on Radharani ji. My God, I can't, sometimes I used to cry myself,
Yeah, they put in a very mundane.
No, mundane. Relationship with Krishna and Radha, they made it a very cinematic. It is not true. It is not true.
But the Ramayana was a very big hit. The Sagar, who did the television.
No, because that time there was the first time
There
it
was
is there, a lot
nothing,
of flaws,
yeah.
a lot of flaws in that.
A lot of flaws,
But
yeah.
now
But-
I'm really worried about the Bhagavatam and Radharani stories full of concocted. When Uddhava met Radharani with the letter from Krishna, it is in Bhagavatam, Radha said, I do not care. Don't tell Krishna that I am praying every day. I do not want certificate from Krishna. I do it for my own sake. Krishna should live happier. I don't want any kind of a certificate or kind of a appreciation from. There's a real love.
Yeah.
Real bhakti. Still, I remember, Prabhu, some 15 years ago when I was in Vrindavan, there is a girl from German came. She looks like a Radha. She is so charming. She's wearing this traditional dress,
Sorry.
but she doesn't. Her eyes doesn't go anywhere else except Krishna. Whereas everybody's looking at her, so it's charming. So she picked up a jewelry from a shop. First thing she said if Radharani is going to wear this, my God, she never said it's for me. This is a bhakti.
That's
You
beautiful.
give everything to Krishna, I learnt it mostly from you, ISKCON people. I'm telling you like that. I'm not degrading everybody. I learned so much of lessons. It's a true bhakti, Give
It
it to Krishna.
remind me of Vandal that she's wearing that garland
Oh,
before
yes.
they put in the same pastime.
Yes. You give it to Krishna. Everything you give it to Krishna, Then only me.
Everything belongs to Krishna.
Yeah.
So we should always think,
Yes.
how can we please Krishna? Because it's like a child. Sometimes the fathers try to feed the child, and the child takes the same food they try to put in the father's mouth.
Yes.
That is the relationship of affection and love. So similarly, the devotee, they have this competition with Krishna. Always we want to please Krishna, and Krishna want to always protect and please the devotee. So that's very beautiful. So, Mr. Rajan, anything else you want to tell us?
I want to tell, as an archaeologist, especially in Mahabharata and Krishna, I want people to read the original Mahabharata and think and find out the truth about Lord Krishna's personality, which is available. So I'm requesting all of you to scan some of the best books on Krishna and read, and encourage archaeologists to do excavation more on Mahabharata sites, and especially on Kurukshetra war. And then, a lot of research is to be done in South India.
So much.
Expedition. When after the departure of Krishna, 3 crores of Yadavas, they were born again and again and again. That's why I'm telling you, you are also Yadava. You were born in Italy.
Must be.
No, exactly. No, that's Leela of Krishna. He picked up Prabhupada. He wanted someone to amalgamate all the foreigners who are the devotees. They were the Yadavas of Krishna, put together in one umbrella. That umbrella is ISKCON. So this is exclusively for the Western. That's all. Even today I feel this organization is exclusively for the Western Yadavas. I call Western Yadavas. Who are born
Krishna's
in America
family.
and born in Europe, in Africa, wherever. You are all what you call the DNA of Krishna.
Of course.
So Prabhupada is able to bring out together as ISKCON. When they signed it, what you call the declaration or the formation of ISKCON, many 16 people signed it. They asked Prabhupada, I don't know why you asked us to sign, that's why we signed it. He said, from today onwards, follow these rules. You have become a Krishna devotees. So that's a wonderful history. I read more than 50 times of Prabhupada's book, especially in India. My God.
Beautiful.
This book must be read by every Krishna devotee. That's it.
It's beautiful.
So thank you very much.
It is a great pleasure always to be with you, and we'd like to thank MayapurTV for supplying us the space and time for doing this wonderful recording of Mr. T.K.V. Rajan. We wish you all success.
Thank you very much.
Both spiritually and both materially also, because you need some facility to do excavation and all things.
Yes. Thank you very much.
We want to feel His blessing upon us.
Sure, definitely. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rajan. It's a pleasure to be with you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Hare Krishna.